This clip gets worse the longer you watch.
Shut the f*** up or I'll beat you right to the ground.
Okay, did you see what they're doing? Let me run it back.
Because you the one just started it, bitch. That big black ass.
All right, now listen to the grown-ups in the background.
Get the f*** off me.
When you first tune in, you hear children arguing. When you listen a little longer, you'll hear this little girl cursing. But this isn't just about children arguing. This isn't just about this little girl cursing out this other little girl. It's about what's being encouraged around them. You see all of this right here? This, which y'all looking at, for those of you who are listening, which y'all listening to, all this is the problem. But the reaction is the bigger problem, because when children get rude, when they get out of order, as we like to say, when they get out of order and they start cussing, you yuck them up. You stop them. Because I don't know if you all heard when she cursed the lady. Let me run that back.
Get the f*** off me.
I don't know if this woman is her mother, aunt, or just whomever, but she's an adult figure. You don't laugh at that. You check them. Let me tell you what happens when you laugh at this. You reinforce the behavior because the kids think you can be played with. They think it's cute. They think it's acceptable. And guess what? They get rewarded for it. How are they being rewarded? Because not only is she laughing, she thinks this is cute, and whoever else is there recording them, they're going to upload it. And then some people, not us, because the people who watch this show and listen to my podcast, they're on a different level. I'm just going to be honest. Y'all don't support this foolishness. Y'all don't support it. But there are people who will goad this on. They will encourage this. So let's break down what's happening here, because this little girl, she did not learn this on her own. Okay? I don't even know how old she looks. She looks to be, how y'all would say, she looked like 5, 6. Would you say 5 or 6 years old? Probably doesn't even know how to spell her own name. Anyway, like I said, she didn't learn this on her own. She is growing up in an environment, in a house with a parent or parents or guardians who talk like this. They speak like this. So she's mimicking what she hears at home.
Cute. Think it's funny and posting this shit online to get a bunch of likes and views.
And she is speaking like, these are the words I would hear from coming out of like some of these teenage girls' mouths or adult women when they're arguing in the streets. And what's sad is these are the same children who go to school, and for the teachers inside the comment section or who are going to be watching this, these are the kids that the teachers have to deal with. And let me tell you, these old dinosaurs, because you would think like a new generation would bring forth like kids who are much better than the previous generation. Old dinosaurs give birth to new dinosaurs. So if you are loud and rambunctious and profane and you don't care about how you act in the front of your kids, that's what your kids are going to learn. They're going to grow up and they're going to repeat that vicious cycle unless something comes along to intervene. Unless something happens where they break that cycle. What is incredibly sad to me is that the parents think that this behavior is cute. They think this is adorable.
Girl, you see how she cussed out that little girl?
No, that's not cute. That I would feel like an embarrassment, and I would feel like a failure of a parent if my child did that. But then the parents can't even expect too much from the kids because this is what they're doing themselves. You can't say, oh, I'm cussing and carrying on, but you don't do it. I hate to hear parents saying that. Your child will mimic what you do. So if you don't want your children cursing and carrying on, don't do it. I have a personal policy. I do not use any type of profanity around children. I don't. But especially in the front of children. And honestly, what we're witnessing here is showing what's being normalized. This is being normalized in this child's life. And she's going to school and I bet you she's talking like this. Let me read some of the comments because I was really happy. Thank you, Lord. Praise him. That people were disgusted with this behavior, because sometimes you go on content creators' sites or you come across a clip and it's a mixed bag or it's skewed in one direction and it's the negative direction where people just feel like it's okay. But the people who were under this in the comment section here, they did not find this to be cute at all. One person said, this video is disturbing and disgusting. Raise your babies to want better, do better, be better. Give them the tools and foundation to become a good, responsible adult. And someone said, sad, this is not a laughing matter. Someone says she is saying what is being said around her. Not funny at all, disgusting. And you posted. And that's my thing too. The parent or whomever, unless someone hacked into your stuff, you posted this. Like, what did you think people, maybe they have their audience too, who thinks this is cute. Let me read some more comments. Someone says, if they are talking and acting that way in front of the adults in their lives, I can't even imagine how they act in school. How is this funny? That's what somebody else says. She probably can't spell her name. Child, you sound like me. And then I said that at the beginning. I didn't even see this comment. SM, shaking my head. Pitiful. I blame whoever is raising this grown toddler. It's not her fault that she is being misled, being failed. Community of poison leaders. Children follow. Leaders teach. Our culture is doomed thanks to this type of upbringing. My opinion, this little girl's life matters. And I'm not even mad at the child, you know. I watched this clip and I can't be. She does not know better. She doesn't know better. She's a kid. So I saw this and I got angry at the adults in her life who are failing her. Some YouTubers aren't quitting because of burnout. They're quitting because of trolls. Not criticism, not feedback, harassment, and noise. Constant negativity in the comment section by people who don't watch your channel to engage, they watch to attack. That's why I wrote Hate Mail. Why trolls hate you and how to stay sane in a world of online hate from a professional troll wrangler. It's a laugh out loud survival guide for dealing with online bullies, trolls, and other provocateurs without letting them take over your head, your channel, or your life. So if you're a content creator or thinking about being a content creator, you need to get this book now. You know, it's always sad to me. I always say children could be so amazing in the right hands. They could be amazing in the right hands. In the wrong hands, they are destructive. This same child who's cursing and carrying on right now in the right hands could be phenomenal. I hope and pray that she is, in spite of her circumstances and in spite of who she's around. And yes, I'm going to be very critical of the parent because this was disgusting. Let me play one of the reactions from one of the guys who watched this.
Get the fuck off me!
Let's get some started. I remember one time I used to always hear about deadbeat fathers. This new day and time, this new generation, is a bunch of deadbeat mothers. Even though you women make bad decisions on laying with men and having children by them, that's the decision you made.
Pause. I'm going to stop it right there because I want to stop this narrative that it's just the women making poor decisions. When the men make the decision to lay with these women, they are also condemning their kids to this type of lifestyle because they're not choosing wisely. So it's not just the women. I just want to just jump right in there and say they're both making poor decisions. Just want to add that, not just the ladies, because I hear a lot of beating up on women a lot online where they say, oh, y'all want to spread your legs for the... No, they want to drop their drawers for the wrong girl too. Both. BOFF.
Now you're making even worse decisions by raising your children the way they are being raised with you. You women think this shit cute, think it's funny, and posting this shit online to get a bunch of likes and views. Y'all the most sickening ass women I've ever seen in my life because y'all women are a disgrace. Take it how you want it, but this is not the proper way to raise children. There's no way around this shit.
Well, I agree on that because I don't, again, maybe I'm expecting too much from the women who do have these kids and they themselves weren't reared properly. And so this is their norm. So they don't know any better. So I guess us talking and condemning them for this stuff, they don't get it. But it's sad. And I'm never going to stop talking about this stuff because guess what? I don't care whose feelings get hurt. At the end of the day, the children's lives are what matter. The parent, they didn't live their life. That's fine. But you got to protect a new generation. So, and I'm also very grateful that I go through my comments and I see a lot of kids who are teenagers watching my content. A lot of kids, 17-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds. I had an 11-year-old in my comment section. I was so pleased to hear that. I remember, and this is just an aside before I go into the next clip, this, I can't remember if it was a boy or a girl, but they were 11 years old and they were like, they didn't grow up in the best environment. And they were like, I'm so happy that you, and they were listing off another content creator, are doing these types of videos. This is like on my videos with like the black community or black culture, that sort of thing. And they were like, I'm so happy that you're doing these types of videos because I learned so much from you. I cannot even begin to tell you how that warmed my heart because if they're not getting that positive reinforcement from home, I'm happy that they have a resource at least to hear, you know, right from wrong.
I want y'all to hear me clear and I want y'all to understand what I'm saying.
This man don't sound like Bernie Mac to y'all. He sound like Bernie Mac to me. Let's go.
If y'all have daughters, and I'm not telling nobody how to raise their kid. I don't want to get this message misconstrued by any means. See, if you got daughters, man, and you take your daughters in the stores and you want to buy them the high little mini skirts. Yeah, she may be 2 or 3, or 10 or 13. Buy them the little mini skirts and talking about that's cute when she talking about clock it at 3 and 4 years old. Man, y'all creating a monster. Y'all's creating a monster. But you see all that clock it and plucking their hands when they talk at a young age, man, y'all got to stop that. Stop them. Stop them. That shit cute.
I think we've reached this point where everything becomes content. Everything becomes entertainment, even dysfunction. Scratch that, especially dysfunction. So instead of getting corrected, they get laughter. They get encouraged. They get posted. They go viral. Then the cycle repeats. So the surface discussion is, oh, look at this little girl acting so bad. Oh, I want to pop her. That's the surface discussion. The deeper discussion is, why are the parents allowing their kids to get in this state? And these are the kids, unfortunately, if uncorrected, these are the kids we're going to have to be dealing with. They're the kids that I profile on my channel when they're fighting in a Wendy's or fighting in a McDonald's or fighting outside in the street or fighting at school. These are the kids, and we're making this foolishness generational because no one is correcting it. These are the same parents who go to school when first of all, they don't come to school when it's a PTA, but let the teacher say something to the child. Let the teacher reprimand the child. Let the teacher punish the child. Then the parent can all of a sudden find their way up to the school to want to fight the teacher or argue with the teacher. And the kids are watching this and they see, they mimic it. They see what's allowed. So it's generational and it's sad. And I really hope and pray that this little girl, despite the environment that she is in, that is encouraging this, I hope that she can fight through that. And I hope that she has positive reinforcements in her life to counter this. It's sad, it's sick, it's disgusting. It's not a laughing matter. It's hurtful. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think. Drop your comments down below. Let's weigh in on this. Let's try not to attack the child because she is a child, like I said, and she doesn't know any better. But the people who I blame the most are the parents. And I'm not just going to blame the mother, even if she has primary custody, because fathers, y'all need to step up and be mature in life too. You can't expect the woman to do everything herself. So talking about single mothers, who making the mothers single when the man ain't there? Huh? Drop your comments down below and I will see you all in the next episode. Toodles.